Ron and Fez, XM 202.
Yeah, you mentioned that Taylor Hicks CD coming out for Christmas.
I did mention that.
I don't have the Christmas spirit. I just don't have it yet. And I'm someone who gets it like right around Thanksgiving time. Like clockwork, I get the Christmas spirit.
You know what this means?
What?
You're becoming a man. You're growing up. You know who gets Christmas spirits?
Who?
4-year-olds. Other than that, no adult really cares.
Oh, I think adults get the Christmas spirit.
I have it big time. I've got Christmas spirit all
Sure,
over.
you look like a fucking snowball. Why wouldn't you? Of course you do, Frosty.
The key
You look like Frosty's pin-headed brother.
You're not going to get into Christmas spirit unless you put decorations in your apartment or on your house. Once you do that, you get into the Christmas spirit. That acts as the catalyst.
So you live alone, and fucking Fez lives alone, and you're each going to put up a tree.
Yeah, I have a tree coming up to me on today, actually. Claire's bringing a tree up. And I got lights all over my apartment.
Retard.
Until Fez brought up Christmas, I was not thinking about Christmas at all. I dread it now because all it means is just dealing with the family, dealing with what they want, what they need. And
you don't want to have your crackheaded sister come back and start trouble again like at Thanksgiving.
We will not mention the problems at Thanksgiving.
What are you getting her, a pipe?
No. She had a little problem, all right?
Hey, I ain't judging. I'm the last to judge.
But, I mean, it's just such a headache now. I haven't had a tree since I've been in the apartment.
Yeah.
Because it's just, why bother?
I walk basically through Christmastown to get here and don't feel a thing. I feel nothing.
Yeah, Saturday night when I was out walking around, I was looking at the Christmas decoration. I went and looked at the big star on Fifth Avenue, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lit up. I am getting zilch.
Oh, you know what it probably is?
What's that?
You're dead inside. That's probably why you don't feel things. Inside, you're already dead.
Well, I don't want to be dead inside. I always get the Christmas spirit. This is really weird for me. Just to be really just casual about it. Like, I always put up a Christmas tree and display my Christmas cards in my home, but I'm not doing any of that this year. I just don't feel the need to.
Of course not. You're an adult. No fucking adult likes this. Dave is a large child. Earl's an adult, and he hates it. It's the only way to feel.
No, it's not. Christmas is for everybody. It goes for
Not for
all.
Jews.
Well,
Not for Muslims.
No.
Not for Buddhists. So don't say it's for everybody.
Yeah, but I mean,
I won't celebrate Christmas until the Jews and Buddhists and Muslims feel good about it. All right, Dave. So FBA is your big hangout.
Yeah.
You've got the Christmas spirit.
Yes.
Fez doesn't. Earl doesn't, but feels normal. I don't and feel normal about it. Maybe I'll feel something Christmas Eve.
See, if I have to wait till Christmas Eve, I might as well not even get the Christmas spirit, because then it's going to be over the next day.
But that's Christmas. That's when Christmas starts, Christmas Eve. And then the next, it's never like, oh, I don't have the 4th of July spirit. It's already June 15th. Why aren't I feeling like fireworks yet?
And they burn you out on it so fast now. They start talking Christmas before Thanksgiving now. So
it's marketing. It's bullshit. You know, I'm watching this show the other day about stores now. I forget what show I was watching at the time, but they were selling shoes at like $300 a pop, and they're going, of course, what you need to do is make the whole thing into experience now. You know, that the women are supposed to feel something. It's supposed to be an emotional tap on you, and it changes you. It's not about the shoes, but the emotion that you get that these shoes are going to somehow better your life. And I'm like, if that's the fucking point, if that's what shopping's all about, try to somehow control your emotions and spark yourself so you don't need to go blow $300 on a fucking pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This whole thing is bullshit. The branding, the shopping, it's all a lie. Why are you falling for it? Why do you give into it?
Well, people are influenced by television very greatly.
Well, stop being. That's the point. Like that saying people are influenced by crystal meth. Well, what you got to do is when you find out that it's running your life, you've got to fucking quit. You got to do the same thing with the shopping, where people act like, well, I'm in the Christmas spirit, I'm out shopping. What the hell's that got to do with Jesus? If you were a Christian, shopping would fucking play zero part into it.
It just seems, though, like the stores have so much Christmassy stuff going on in them.
Why are they even Christmassy? If they didn't tell you that these things were Christmassy, would you know it from your Bible?
No, I wouldn't know.
Absolutely not. So how are they Christmassy?
Just with the candy canes, the decorations, the snow.
Did Jesus have fucking snow or candy canes?
Not that I
You're
know.
saying this is about the birth of a savior, right?
Yes, I
Why
am.
are you fucking giving in to all these other gimmicks?
Well, no, I
And then judging people. Well, you don't feel like shopping. You're not a good person. You're not a good person. You're not fucking running around with a credit card.
You know how many shouting matches and arguments I got into over the fact that I didn't put up a Christmas tree or put up Christmas lights? I'm like, what does that have to do with the season?
Let me tell you something, Earl. You put up a crack pipe and your family would go fucking crazy.
No.
At least one sister.
Well,
No, but
maybe.
there's traditions. And just the fact that that Christmas lights and tinsel on a tree isn't about Jesus doesn't mean it can't be put into the whole Christmas experience.
Why is it a tradition, though? Because these stores told you it was a tradition.
It came from the pagans about putting stuff on a pole and this and that.
But they never told you to go shopping. They never told you to spend, fucking 30% of what you make over the course of a year trying to please people.
Yeah, what does eggnog have to do with the holiday, the true holiday spirit? Somebody explain it.
After I saw the Pat thing, I don't know if I could ever drink it again.
Well, then what does anything have to do with anything? Then don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. If you guys are so, if you know.
Well, here's the difference. Turkey, people sit down and eat and share the experience of the day. But with Christmas, how much money, let's say, does your family spend that fucking day on, let's face it, shit?
Yeah, I know my parents spend quite a lot of money, maybe upwards of $1,000, $2,000.
Oh, for what? For what fucking reason? Has anyone ever bought you a Christmas present you ever cared about? You know, when people go like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, if I want something, I'll fucking go get it myself. I'm going to get it in July. I'm not going to roll the dice on maybe I'll have an aunt pick it up for me. It's crazy talk.
The shopping has always helped me get in the Christmas spirit because I always go with my family that day after Thanksgiving. So that makes it more of a family tradition and a family affair, something we share together. And then I'm always shopping for other people, so that makes me feel better.
Fez, you say you go with your family, you don't. You go with the women. I've seen the pictures. It's a fucking embarrassment. It's you and a bunch of old ladies wearing matching T-shirts, going out and shopping. And one time you got on the news down in Florida.
Watley family shopping spree, annual shopping spree, is what our shirts say.
But he has a point, though. At least he's being around people who are also, out there celebrating Christmas. So that becomes contagious.
Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy. Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, let's just say for argument's sake, Jesus was alive today. How do you think he'd buy into this whole fabrication of the holiday shopping thing incorporated by these stores to make money?
If Jesus was alive today, he'd throw up in his own mouth.
I agree.
That's the first thing that he would do.
I mean, and the meek shall inherit the earth, but I don't see a lot of meek, spending a lot. And it's just a joke, really.
The point is this. If you feel okay with letting these fucking credit card companies and letting these fucking stores get into your gimmick and make you do something that you wouldn't normally do. If that's okay with you guys, if that's being part of the Christmas spirit, then do it. But don't expect that other people feel that way.
I don't care if other people don't go out and buy gifts, but I like to go out.
You're sitting here saying I don't have some kind of Christmas spirit.
Well, yeah, because part of it is about gifts. And if
it is not. Not
Jesus
at all.
got gifts in the Bible.
I mean, with our family now, we've reached this point, like, we're just glad to be around each other now.
You're glad to be out of jail with the fucking amount of crack being smoked at the holidays.
I mean, just being together now is better than any present we can get.
You're like the Who's, where even if the Grinch takes stuff, you'll go out and sing Ahum Doris.
I mean, I've just stopped buying into the whole gimmick of going to the store on Christmas Eve or shopping. I mean, I've just totally tapped out on that.
Todd, you're on Run Fez.
Oh, hey, guys. I study consumer culture at University of South Florida, go Bulls. Mm-hmm. And I was discussing this with a professor of mine, and we talked about how society kind of pushes it on you, though. You can't really escape it. And even if you try to get outside, you're suddenly an outsider in the whole community. We live on shopping. We love shopping. Our Bible has become Sunday's Best Buy ad or Target ad. That's what it's become. It's not anything about religion anymore.
No, absolutely true. But that's why I want to let anybody act like, oh, you don't have the spirit. What fucking spirit? The spirit of fucking mass consumerism? That's not fucking spirit. That's being a fucking zombie.
Yeah, but you have to buy gifts in order to give them to people. So you have to purchase.
How about this? I'm going to give you the gift of fucking knowledge and tell you don't have to do what your fucking TV set tells you. Even though every cell in your body is pushing you that direction, you can have, here's my gift to you, free will. Free will.
Okay, but I'm going to feel bad, Mr. B, when my brothers give me gifts, and I'm going to say, I'm exercising my free will. No gifts for you.
How old are you guys?
I'm 29. The rest of them are in their upper 30s.
Why don't you say this to them this year? We're all adults. You people have children that you shop for.
Yeah.
Why don't you take care of them, and I'll just see you, and we'll give each other a big hug at Christmas this year.
I normally don't take Eastside Dave's side on this, but I have to because if he doesn't do that, he becomes like the outsider, and then
what is fucking wrong with being an outsider? I mean, let's suppose we're all lemmings, right? What's wrong with being the lemming who goes, "Fuck this! I'm not running over the fucking cliff with you idiots." What is it about belonging to something stupid that makes you feel so fucking good, makes you feel so comfortable? If you were in Nazi Germany, Todd, wouldn't you want to be an outsider?
Oh, yes, definitely. But even in that society and this society, it is terribly frowned upon. And then suddenly we have this idea that we have to have a self-reflection and we have to look and see what's wrong with us. And basically we are programmed to go with what society wants us to do.
So what?
I know. And
what? So what? If that's the rule, if you live in a society that's fucking crazy, what is wrong with saying this shit's fucking crazy? Do you feel that you're wrong if everyone that you know tells you you're wrong? You feel like, okay, I better learn to adapt?
No, but sometimes a lot of people don't have that kind of insight that you do, obviously. And it's hard for people to have that kind of, okay, I can self-reflect, but it doesn't mean I have to go with what they're telling me. Unfortunately, though, the nurturing that we have, this kind of giving gifts, this kind of going out and shopping constantly is what people are raised on. And then they feel weird when they're not doing it. And
good, feel weird a little bit in your life. I don't think it's a fucking problem to occasionally go, why do I do the things that I'm doing?
It's not hard sometimes to be different in society, but to be different from your family can be very difficult. So I can't be an outsider.
For a child, yes. For an adult, it should not be. There becomes a time when you're supposed to stand on your own, right?
Yes.
I think if you're 28, your time is anywhere from 10 to, I'll even give you fucking 7 years late. At this point in your life, you're allowed to say, I am the man, here's the way I want to do things. And if you say to yourself, I want to jump in and buy things for people and hand them out, but don't fucking think for a second that somehow makes you better than people who think that the whole thing is just bupkis and is far away from the intentions that got started. It's far away from the religious intentions that it came from.
My brother and I, we're probably the most respected in our family because we don't think in the box. We think out of the box. We don't follow.
Your brother and you are respected because you've never been to rehab and you've never been in prison. And that puts you way above everybody. And he didn't go along with the family thing. Earl could be hitting on a fucking crack pipe right now, looking in cars, looking for radios to steal. He's not doing it.
So I'm a little bit of an individualist in that respect.
Jerry, you're on Fez.
Oh, you're killing me, man. You're so funny. But you're right on the money. You're absolutely 100% right about the spending. Stop spending so much. But you're also missing the point about most of the Christmas stuff is all about kids. It's all about getting things for your kids. And that's the part I like about Christmas.
Well, you know what? I would have no problem if it went back to the way it was a fucking kids' holiday. And that we're not talking all that long ago, but that it was a fucking child's holiday. You know, that your dad didn't expect all kinds of shit. You know, and him and his brother were fighting back and forth. Now, I don't know what it's like we're a nation of children. We're a nation of people who feel like, oh, I've got to get some electronic good to fucking feel good about myself. I don't even get it.
Well, that's like the new Lexus commercial. There's a Lexus with a huge bow on it outside in the guy's driveway, and he's, surprising his wife. So she's like a grown child. But still, I mean, what if you like to get gifts? Then if you like to get gifts, you have to buy other people gifts.
Then do it. That's not the fucking point. But don't act like, oh, that's the normal good thing to do. My point is this. Why do that at Christmas? Why can't you do that on fucking March 31st, where there's probably a better chance it was Jesus' birthday anyway?
But I would argue that one of the themes of Christmas is giving and taking care of your neighbors and your family. So that's hence...
If you really wanted to fucking give, you would be doing stuff for poor people, right? If you really wanted to do it in the Christian fashion, you would be doing something for the fucking extreme poor, right?
Yes.
All right, so if that, you can do whatever you want to do. But all I'm saying is don't act like it's about Christmas. It's about what the fucking stores have taught you to do. That's what it's about. You've been fucking, and not just you, all of us have been fucking brainwashed that somehow these things are going to make you feel better. And if you ever look back in your life and thought, what did I into a month after Christmas, the answer would be nothing. You don't fucking stay happy and excited about these things. These are things you don't want, need. They're not fucking needs at all.
No, but there is something nice about receiving presents.
I understand. I was a fucking kid myself. Go get whatever you want. That's not what I'm talking about. You want to fucking go home and suck your mom's tit? That's okay with me. I'm not telling you to grow up. I'm just telling you, you live your life like a child.
All right.
You still play fucking wiffle ball?
Yes.
Fucking drive me crazy. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, I love the subject, by the way. Okay, here's the deal. My family, we do a Pollyanna. We agree $25 is the budget. So essentially all we're doing is I'm going to give you $25 in a gift. You're going to give me $25 in a gift. Really, we're just giving $25. You're giving me the $25 right back. So why shouldn't we just make each other's gifts? And that Lexus commercial, that guy's like, hey, Merry Christmas, we got another payment. That's not a Christmas gift.
Absolutely. And you know what? First of all, you want a Lexus, go fucking get one. Stop acting like a fucking idiot that you can get one on December 25th.
I never knew how they found a bow that big to put on a car. Like, who makes those kind of bows? I've never seen them.
Elves make them. You know where? North Pole. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's a magical time of year, isn't it? Magical time of year. Walter, you're on Manifest.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yeah.
It's really hard to be in the goddamn Christmas holiday when your birthday's on Christmas, man. It's bad enough you got to share your birthday with God and all the Christian believers, and then you got to deal with all a bunch of these happy ho-ho motherfuckers running around. You got to run from one place to another because if you go to this family, they're not happy. If you go to that family, they're not happy. It's just bullshit, man. I mean, the whole thing gets freaking swallowed up, and from my point of view, it's like, who gives a fuck if it's Christmas? It's my birthday. Goddamn,
Walter, there's another thing. Birthdays after the age of 5 are really embarrassing.
He's not in the Christmas spirit or the birthday spirit.
I'll give you up to I'll say 21, if you want to go that high. After 21, you got nothing else to celebrate. You've already been given every right you can possibly get.
With me in the shopping, I like being able to find something special for somebody. That's where I get a joy, and I think that's part of the Christmas spirit.
You've never given me anything but fucking hassle. You and I have discussed this time and time again, so I'm not going to go back into that gimmick all over again. Here's Peter. You're running Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in and say that, even as an individual, if you don't participate in the religious aspects, there's still social paradigms in place where you're somewhat forced to participate in the rituals. Like, for example, if you work for a company and there's a Christmas party, you're going to be looked at as the outsider if you say, hey, I'm not going to participate because, I don't believe in this and I don't feel the need to have to spend money, because I don't think it's right.
So what is your point? Your point is you can't be that guy? It's impossible for you to be that guy?
Well, if you want to maintain in our society, if you have a perception, there's an aspect of having to go along with the herd in order to keep up social relationships.
Then do that, man. Then be that guy. Be very fucking happy along with the herd. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell you to fucking stand up. I mean, how many people went along with the fucking herd with the Iraq war? And now how many people are going along with the herd where they're going, wait a minute, the Iraq war wasn't right. You know what I mean? They just fucking sweep back and forth and try to follow most of the time what the television tells them to do. Most of the time, that's how they make their decisions. They make their decisions on what everyone else does. That's what's fucking cool to them. But what gets to me is somehow you got fucking 10 pairs of Nikes, but if you don't have this fucking brand new pair, you're not hip, you're not fucking cool. I'm fucking telling you right now, you're not fucking cool. If you need a fucking pair of sneakers to make you feel that way, you're a fucking imbecile. You're a fucking mark. You're a rube walking down the goddamn midway. That's what I'm saying.
I just think that you need, if you're going to join in with the Christmas tradition, you're going to be spending money somewhere. You might not be influenced by commercials, but somewhere down the line, you're going to have to buy stuff, Ron.
You've turned me around. Thank you, Dave. Seriously. No, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you're able to do it.
Well, I detect some sarcasm there, but what?
From where? What part?
From just
what part, Hot Sauce Ted?
The whole sentence is what?
I never said that I can fucking dodge the holiday. I'm saying we're all living a fucking ruse. That's all I'm fucking saying. You're acting like it's tradition where I guarantee you, I fucking will sit here and guarantee you, people weren't going in debt pre the 1950s on Christmas. And what percentage of Americans do you think do not pay cash for their fucking Christmas presents? I bet we're up to like 90% at least.
It's got to be. Nobody has cash on them. Everybody charges everything.
But I'm saying you don't have the money that day that you're still paying off fucking Christmas presents 6 months later.
Look at, was it Black Friday? Look at the stampedes that go on for what? For bullshit. For nothing. People haven't gotten hurt. People have gotten arrested.
And here's your fucking, here's your goddamn Christmas spirit. They're stampeding on sales made by fucking Chinese children. These fucking electronics are made by Chinese children working in almost fucking slave labor camps for 50 cents, $2 a day. There's your Christmas. There's your Christian. I'm sure Jesus would be so fucking proud of you right now. Because where do you think this fucking shit's coming from when you're at Walmart? Where do you think it comes from?
Yeah, it's coming from Asia.
Yeah, it's coming from Asia. And what are the working conditions in Asia?
Not very good.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Jesus loves you. Come here. Give me a big fucking Christmas. Seriously. Give me a big... Why are you crying right now? Thinking about the little kids?
You're upset about the Asians?
You're ruining Christmas. Just let me have Christmas.
Good. Go have it.
I really do love this time of year. It's the one thing at time of year that I like.
You got the blue pill or the red pill? Either one you want. I don't give a shit.
I'll go red. Red and green, Christmas colors.
I'll give you something else. Rutgers. I want you to remember that. They let you down, like Jersey always has. All right, here's the rapper. What do you say, Rap?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I couldn't agree with you more, Ronnie. If you describe Christmas to somebody, you said to them, not describing it, not saying it's Christmas, you're going to run around like a nut, spend all this money, wrestle people for gifts, wake up 4 o'clock in the morning and stand in line. People would say, I'm not getting involved in that. But just because it's Christmas and everybody feels like they're obligated to do it, they do. They jump in and they act like idiots.
And it gets worse every goddamn year. You know it's worse now than it was 10 years ago.
Exactly. I went through this with my sister-in-law. You know, I said, we're all fucking adults. We don't have to buy gifts for everybody. She says to me, don't you enjoy shopping? I said, I'd rather have my nuts put in the fucking bud.
You said that to your sister?
My sister-in-law.
Oh. Sister-in-law. He's not going to talk that way to his own sister.
Thank God.
Sister-in-law.
That and weddings. I mean, everybody now with the weddings, everything has to get so big.
Oh, fuck
so
these weddings, too. I'm so against them.
For 4 lousy fucking hours, if that?
And how many of those people stay together?
Exactly. You shell out all this money for a wedding. The next thing you know, you're divorced. But it's pressure from society. Everybody feels like, oh, if I don't do it, people are going to talk about me.
Rapper, here's what you need to do. Christmas morning, there's no presents, but you read your children that story about the kid who kicked his football into the Gooch's fucking place and got stabbed with a knife. It'll be in the Delaware County Daily Times.
I don't want my kids to think I'm a prick.
I know. You can't get out of it with your kids.
Everybody else.
Yeah, that's true. It should be for kids. If you want to have a fake magical time before they all find out that we've lied to them, and we tell them so many lies when they're little, then let's just do it for the kids. Why are we doing it for each other? And why are people going in debt?
I agree. Everybody probably spends January looking at their friggin' credit card thing, thinking that they didn't spend that much money.
Yeah.
And most of it's spent because they feel pressure. Oh, I don't want people to think I'm cheap. And then they're in debt.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Rap, are you at least going to paint Christmas trees into the tenements that you run? With the painted-in carpets?
I am going to paint everybody in a nice green Christmas tree.
Nice.
That's their bone.
All right, Rapper. Talk to you later.
I'm going to bring you up a box. So I'm going to paint that for Christmas when I see you next week.
Oh, because he's homeless.
Home.
He's fucking busting your balls for being homeless.
Rap, I'm not homeless.
Well, you act like it. That's the rumor.
Don't act like it. I don't dress like it.
I got a new refrigerator. I'll paint it red and green. That can be your house for a while.
All right, Rapper. Talk to you later, buddy.
See you, pal.
All right, peace. All right, now I sound like the fucking Grinch. All I try to do is pull a goddamn hood back over your eyes.
No, it just seems like you don't like the Christmas time right now. And that's fine. That's your prerogative.
You have no idea what my fucking Christmas is about. You have no idea.
I guess not. I don't have access to your home life, your private life. I know that. But I'm just saying, part of being about Christmas is to go out there and get into the mix. Go to the mall.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
It's not the only. I'm not saying it's the only thing. I'm saying you still go to church and everything like that. But the whole experience, you need to get the tree and get everything. Get the ornaments. Buy people presents.
You've turned me around. Seriously. You're something else, you silver-tongued devil. You got me. You have me now, you fucking bullet head. I am with you. Perfect. Serious. No, I'm serious.
No, if you're going to condescend, that's a...
No, I'm not condescending.
That doesn't feel...
No, Merry Christmas.
That doesn't feel real
Go
good.
take some of that hot eggnog that's been sitting on the floor for a week.
That's so gross. Those cartons are ready to explode.
There's no one that can throw that shit out?
Yeah, we could throw it out, definitely.
Why don't they start giving out free at the Taco Bells in Long Island and New Jersey? There's your Merry Christmas, Dave. Some poisoning. Shit poisoning.
The Coladito.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.